Hi, Humane Humans. I'm Ashley with the Southampton Animal Shelter Foundation. It's time to get in touch with our wild side. Today we're going to talk a little bit about the difference between wild animals versus companion animals. What type of animals do you think are companion animals? Are dogs and cats companion animals? How about birds and bunnies? What about tigers, lions, and bears? You should have a sheet with a bunch of different animals on it. Did you circle the wild animals? If not, go ahead and start circling which animals you think could be considered wild animals. At the end of the lesson, we'll go over why some of those animals are considered wild animals and why they wouldn't make great pets. And what makes a wild animal wild? Wild animals live in the great outdoors in all areas of the world. Some tigers live in the freezing tundra, and others live in tropical climates. Box turtles, far from popular belief, don't live in boxes, but in forest areas. A large part of the reason why we should not keep wild animals as pets is that not only is it dangerous to us as humans, but it's also dangerous to the animal's safety and well-being. Wild animals held in captivity are more prone to developing physical and mental issues that are difficult to resolve later in life. A great example is Nikita the tiger's story. Let's read along together, then play a game of true or false. Nikita did not grow up like a lot of tigers. She has never lived in a forest. She has never roamed free. For 7 years, she was owned by a man. This man used Nikita to make money. He let people take pictures with her. To keep Nikita still, he put chains on her. Nikita was very mistreated. Happily, Nikita was rescued by a group of people who care about animals. Today, Nikita has a new home. She lives in a place just for big cats. It is called a wildcat sanctuary. Nikita is safe there. She has room to roam. She is well cared for. Nikita will live there for the rest of her life. Wow, what a great story. Now, let's see what you learned from that story. Feel free to look back if you need to. Let's circle true or false. True or false? Nikita grew up in the wild. False. Nikita was owned by a man. Question 2. The wild is the best home for a tiger. True or false? This is true. A wildcat sanctuary, or sanctuary in general, is only the second best home for a wild animal. Question 3. People who care about animals help Nikita. This is true as well. People who care about animals rescued Nikita from the man keeping her captive. Question 4. It is better to put chains on an animal than to let him or her roam free. This is false. Wild animals are wild for a reason. And finally, question 5. A wildcat sanctuary is a place for big cats to live. That is true. A wildcat sanctuary is a place specifically designed for big cats to thrive. Well done! Let's touch on sanctuaries. In Nikita's story, she went to a sanctuary. Sanctuaries are very different from captivity. What does the word sanctuary mean? The definition of a sanctuary is a place of refuge or safety. When wild animals are placed in sanctuaries, as you may see with many endangered species, they are provided care while being able to enjoy part of their natural habitat. In sanctuaries, wild behavior is encouraged and nurtured so that eventually that animal will be able to be released back to the wild safely. Let's go back to our sheet where we circled wild animals. Which animals did you circle? Send us a photo at education@sasf.org, and we might even feature your photo on our social media pages. Part of being a humane human is to show kindness and compassion to animals everywhere, even if it means letting them be wild. Thanks for tuning in.